like to retrieve these CSV files into this Excel spreadsheet. So what should I do? Just have a look on how I do it. Okay, as I mentioned before, I would like to retrieve those data from PowerQuery. And in PowerQuery, we may do some data massage. So what should I do? Just go to the data tab over here. And what you can see here is that, can you see on the left hand side, we've got a button called the Get Data, right? Get Data. If you click the drop down list box over here, then what you can see here are options for you to retrieve the raw data resources. The first two are very simple. The first one is from files. That means if you got the raw data source files, such as the TXT file, CSV file, XML file, or JSON file, you can retrieve them all, okay, with these features. If you say, oh, David, is it possible for us to connect to the database directly? For example, in Lian Phone, we have a system called the XTS. Basically, the XTS is a Oracle database, right? But is it possible for us to connect the Microsoft Excel, okay, to the XTS database directly? The answer, of course, no. Because of the ITS may have some security concern for you to connect directly to the XTS database server. So these features may be useless in the phone environment. However, if you would like to do it in your home database, then you may do it anytime. Because this is very useful. Because whenever you got any data got updated in the database server, if you got these features enabled and connected directly to the database, that means the report you just create in the Microsoft Excel will be automatically got updated whenever any data is updated in your database. Feature is very useful. Okay, actually, okay, make it simple. Okay, we just do it from File and select this option. Because all our data sources are in CSV format, so we click this option, CSV File. And then what next is, okay, go to Document. Okay, as I mentioned before, I have already expanded the sample file folders over here, and then I will choose the CSV files. And then over here, we've got quite a long CSV folder, file over here, right? Okay, this first file, data file, I would like to retrieve, okay, through the PowerQuery is the customer underscore lookup.csv file. Just select this file and then OK. See what happens. After you double click the CSV file, it will load to our Excel file. But what you can see here is a dialog box. Basically, what is this dialog box for? It will show you, okay, the first 200 rows of data from your CSV file. Basically, okay, at the topmost part of the dialog box, on the left-hand side, you can see something called the file origin. Basically, this part, okay, the system will do it for you. It will try to recognize the character standard of your CSV file. Okay, this part will automatically be did for you. In case if you find that, okay, over here, what you can see are all are dragons, and you need to do it manually by yourself. Of course, okay, there is no chance for you to do it manually. And the second option over here is the delimiter. Basically, as I mentioned before, the source data are in CSV format. This format, as you know, the full name for CSV is the comma separated value. Okay, that means all the data and fields inside the CSV file are separated with the commas. So the delimiter, okay, automatically it will choose the comma. Of course, if your data source are with a different have a different delimiter, maybe colon or equal sign or semicolon, something like that, then you may choose it by yourself over here. In this one, as I mentioned before, it will automatically choose the based on the first 200 rows for you. This is the default option. Okay, you may choose. Okay, if you would like to view more data or even know all the data from the CSV file. Okay, you may choose the option for it by yourself. Of course, after you can see all this stuff, you may just simply click the load part. Okay, go into the Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. However, at this part, I would like to teach you how to use the PowerQuery. So that's why I would suggest you to click the Edit button. Basically, after you click this Edit button, then the system will launch the PowerQuery editor. Of course, as I mentioned before, okay, Microsoft has already changed the name to Get and Transform. However, for the PowerQuery editor, the name still using the old name, no differences. Okay, so I just call, okay, this is PowerQuery. That's the reason, because I don't want any one of you get mixed. So that's why I will remain using the old name PowerQuery in this session. Okay, after you can see, okay, the PowerQuery editor is open. Okay, what you can see here are the data, just retrieved from the CSV file. Okay, the first thing I would like to mention is the first thing, that is this part are the data that you just retrieve from the CSV file. And the second thing, that is at the top of each column, what you can see here are the column name for each column. Okay, because the system will automatically recognize the first row of the data are the header, so it will automatically to change, okay, the first row to header rows, just as you can see over here. And then what next here is that for each column, can you see at the left hand side of each column name, if you click over here, you can see, wow, we can choose, okay, different data type for each column. Quite different from the Microsoft Excel, because for the Microsoft Excel, because we will have no idea what is data model in Microsoft Excel. So that's why the data type is not important in Microsoft Excel. However, as I mentioned, in PowerQuery, after PowerQuery, most of the time we will use the data, okay, generated from the PowerQuery to link together to form a data model. So that's why for each column, the system will automatically assign a suitable data type for each column according to the logic of the program. For example, the first row over here, custom ID, it will use the type, data type is numeric, decimal number. And here, okay, for this one, they will use the what? Use the text format. And here it will use the text option as well. Okay, so this is what you can say. Okay, after you retrieve from the CSV file, the first row will change to header, and each column of the data will be assigned to a specific data type. Okay, is it